What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's Howl, and today we're going to go over the step up summon and what you should be pulling your unit of choice tickets on for the Fan Festa unit of choice tickets, guys. So let's get into it right here, right now for you, and maybe I'll have a little bit of something else you need to be doing as well. Okay, so limited time step up summon. We talked about it a little bit before. Step 1 is 1500 lapis for a 3+1 with a guaranteed 4-star. Step 2 is a 3500 lapis, 7+1 with a guaranteed 4-star or higher. Step 3 is 4k lapis for a 10+1 with ×2 5-star rate up. So that's going to be each blue crystal 6% chance, and the guaranteed yellow crystal is a 10% chance for a 5-star. Step 4 is 10+1 summon with a guaranteed 5-star in there. And then step 5 is the same thing, so another 10+1 with guaranteed 5-star. So all in all, that is going to be just under 20,000 lapis for you guys there. It's going to be 19k lapis total. And how is this as far as a step up? The step up, as far as the step up goes, this is one of, if not the best step ups we've ever gotten. 19k lapis, 2 guaranteed 5-stars. One of the 10+1s has a double drop rate up for 5-stars, and then step 1 and 2, if you think about it as a collective, it's 5k lapis for a 10+2 step there too. So that's gonna be the best step up, in my opinion, that we've had so far. All of the 5-star featured units, I do believe, are the units on the banner. You cannot get any off-banner units from this step up. The units that you see listed here are the units that you can get. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So those 16 units are the 16 units that are on the banner. No other 5-star bases here. And then one other small caveat is that the 4-star bases that we've come to find out that are available on the step up are actually time limited as well. You can get time limited units, and you can get really weird ones like the old Fan Festa units, like the Taiwan Lastwell and Baggett Lid. And I think you can get like Ling and like Santa Rosalia in there as well. I've seen a lot of people be getting old holiday 4-star units. So with that being said, no off banners means 3-star on, or 3% on banner rate, not 3-star banner rate, 3% on a banner rate instead of the usual 1% on banner, 2% off. So 3% divided by 16. Okay, that's going to be your individual chance of getting the unit you want. If you want one unit, it's going to be 1 out of 16, 2 units, 2 out of 16, or 1 out of 8, so on and so forth. So if you want half the units on the banner, 8 out of the 16 you're happy with, that means that you have a 1.5% chance to get a unit that you want when you would get a 5-star, right? So that'd be basically, if you want half the units, right, 8 of them you're happy with, 8 of them you're not happy with, right? The ones that you're not happy with, that'll be your off-banner rate. Right, so then you'd have a 1.5% on banner, 1.5% off banner. That's kind of what happens here, is that unless you want a lot of these units, you're not going to be looking too hard at this, right? If you only want a couple of these units, I would avoid this step up, even though the step up itself, as in step 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, are really good. The pool would be too diluted for you to attempt to pull on, right? So if you just want Chow, who's not even on here, don't pull. Right? If you want just a Lespris or in Lilith, don't pull. If you want Lilith, Frivia, Roberta, Lucius, Zargabath, Beryl, if you're happy with all of those, maybe then you would think about pulling, because, you know, almost close to half the units you would like on here. Chasing just one of them, though, guys, want to sound like a deadbeat. No, sound like I'm beating a dead horse. I'm a deadbeat. Confirmed. 2018 is something you want to be avoiding there. Now, with that being said, though, we can go over and we can take a look at the 10 units that you can pick from the unit of choice tickets that we got today from logging in. We did get all 10 of them right away. Super awesome. I was hoping we would. I've already used mine, but I'm going to go through and explain in general what you should do. If you're like an existing player, then maybe if you're a new player, and then what I did, guys. So the way you turn them in, check it out. If you didn't know, you go to the Mog Minister and you exchange your 10 tickets for a unit that you want. So they all cost 10. So there's Demon Rain, Dracula Lastwell, White Knight Null, Yoon, Olive, Frivia, Roberta, Zargabath, Grimlord, Sakura, Barbarisha, Christine, Kryla, Ong Chow, Cisa Nicole, Loa Laswell, Cersei, Malphasie, Lucius, Lilith, Beryl, and a Lespris. Okay, guys. And as you can see, I did pick Aang, and we'll go over that. But you get to pick one of these units. These are the only ones you can pick. The pool will never change, and you have until, I do believe, the end of January. I think you have until January 31st, okay, to make a decision. And that kind of will factor into how you want to use your tickets, right? Because you have until the 31st. We'll talk about it right now. Generally, we get Chinese New Year during February. So you will not be able to see what Ong's 7-star or Chao's 7-star is. But you will be able to see what White Knight Noel's 7-star is, what Christine's 7-star is, and what Kryla's 7-star is. So keep that in mind. Maybe you want to hold on to them for a little bit just in case those 3 units, Kryla, Christine, and White Knight Noel, are something you're thinking about maybe pulling. Number 2, you'll get much more value, in my opinion, if you pick a unit who is time limited. Okay, because you won't really be able to pull them off banner, right? You always have a chance to pull, an Olive or a Frivia off banner when you're pulling for other units coming down the road. So, number 1, in my opinion, I would get an off banner unit. So I would not get Olive, I would not get Frivia, Roberta. Zargobath's a good unit. I still wouldn't get him. There's going to be exceptions to that, but we'll get to it. Barbarisha, I wouldn't do. Seaside Nicole, I wouldn't do. Alola Lasso, I wouldn't do. Cersei Malphasea, I wouldn't do. Beryl and Alespris, I wouldn't do. All right, so if you're looking to get long-term best odds of getting, multiple 7-stars, I would get a time-limited unit because you always have a chance of getting the non-time limited units as off-banner pulls down the road. Okay, number 2, I would get a unit primarily for their 7-star, which is why we talked about being able to look at White Knight Noel's, Kryla's, and Christine's 7-star. And if not, maybe get a unit for their super team or if you really, really want it, but that is super low on the list. Okay, so you're looking for your 2nd copy or your 4th copy of a unit. The only time you'd be looking for your 1st copy of a unit is if you're fairly new, and we'll get to that because maybe you are a newer player who's been drawn into the game due to the recent collab with the old KP. So, that being said, time limited unit, 1st or 3rd copied. All right, that's where we're on so far. All right, so now we're going to get into, like I said before, the exception to what we just talked about, right? So we were talking about getting time limited units. However, if you're trying to fill a specific role in your team and you don't have a copy of that unit yet, you need to get your first one. So maybe you're newer to the game or something, you've been playing for a little bit and you've just been unlucky. We'll take a comparison of Lilith and Beryl here, right? Lilith, AoE Magic Cover Tank, AoE Physical Cover Tank, time limited. Beryl, AoE Magic Cover Tank, can do a little bit of damage like Lilith does and does Provoke as well for physical. Lilith's time limited, Beryl's not time limited. So if you get your first Lilith, you're gonna have to wait until, next Halloween possibly, more than likely, to get your 2nd one to make her a 7-star. So that's not gonna be happening. That's not gonna be good for you. You have to wait a whole year to do that, just to try to get her again. Beryl though, if you get your first Beryl now, you can get them as an off banner. You can unit choice them with normal unit choice tickets down the road, and you can get a 7-star AoE Magic Cover Tank. So in that situation where you're getting a first copy of a unit who's going to fill a vital role in your team, you're going to want to get the non-time limited one. So Beryl will win there. And the other one that I would think about, Seaside Nicole, you could do that if you wanted to, but if you wanted some sort of buffer character in your team to fill that role, then Zargobath is definitely what you want to do there. Damage dealers, I wouldn't pull any non-time limited damage dealers. I've been asked, should I pull Farivia and stuff like that. I wouldn't. I would hold off on getting Fry unless you really, 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 really like Farivia and you want to use a bunch of your Aurora Farivia friends, then maybe you can do that. And then obviously there's the rule that supersedes all of the other rules, and it's you really like the character, you just want to own them and you want to use them because at the end of the day, the game is for fun, right, guys? So that's partly why I picked Ong. So Ong, when he came out, I wanted him. I was playing Monster Hunter World when it came out, and bows were in there, and I like messing around with bows a little bit. I wasn't the bow guy. All right, okay, team, wasn't the bow guy. I used a bunch of different weapon types, including the young charge blade. Okay, but I didn't get an Ong. I still wanted an Ong. And then I'm hoping that his 7-star could be good in the future. The base kit in Ong, provides a very solid basis for baseless speculation as how good he's going to be. So I think he'll be pretty good as a 7-star. So that helps me there. And then I really wanted his TMR. His TMR is really good for me right now. I can put it in item world. So I was like, yeah, I'll go for Ang. The other unit I was thinking about doing was Kryla if she turned out to be good as a 7-star. But the way item world has bows in it right now really kind of made me go, yeah, I'm going to get the TMR of Sunbreaker, run it through item world, because who knows when bows in item world is going to come back. So I went ahead and did that, guys. So hopefully this helped you out as far as, hey, guess what? What should I do with my, unit of choice tickets for this specific occasion? Follow those rules and guidelines, but at the end of the day, if there's something that you really, really want just because you like that character, do that. If you're gonna have fun with it, do it. Have fun first. Put your team together. It's gonna be awesome. Good times abound, guys. So if you want to see more stuff like this, maybe some hints and tips and tricks about how to make your Fan Festa rewards a little bit more rewarding, as well as guides on Aurora Frivia, and maybe I'll do one on Katy Perry's unit, because she's not that bad, especially if you're a newer player. She's actually pretty good. She's got a lot of unique aspects about her. Let me know down in the comment sections below, guys. I'm gonna try to finish resting up today because I'm still like out of whack because I didn't really sleep super well the past couple of days. So I'm gonna go do that, guys, and we'll hang out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.